Ladies, gentlemen, boys, girls, children, people of all ages, how's it going? Welcome to the afternoon commute. It is Braden in a car after having too much coffee. Here we are, afternoon commute. We have survived hump day, Wednesday, heading home. It's cloudy, but it's still nice out. What are we at today? 55? I can survive in 55. I can't drive it, but I can survive it. Does that make sense? No. But at least we can head on home and relax a little bit. Big day of live streaming. Gotta love live streams. Still got that cooler. Just found out I could be taking it someplace, what was it, 4:30, 5:30? 4:30, I think he said. I want to be on the road by then. So, we will try again for next week to get rid of the cooler from the car. Maybe I should just, make it a set piece. This is not for you, by the way. That book, also, the other person in this call, if you are a frequent guest among all of the Braden in the car after too much coffee and have used the playlist, you might have noticed that the playlist has changed a little bit. I have been slowly going back through and renaming all of the episodes so they all line up with the right numbers, because we did have numbering snafus around, what was it? We have 2 16s and 2 23s or something like that. And so we made those different numbers, like one number we were missing. And then I had an episode that I forgot to add to the playlist. So it's a work in progress. It'll continue to be a better thing. But the one thing about playlist is, at least on YouTube, when you just upload a video and you click to add it to the playlist, it goes to the very end. Like, it's the next episode in the very end. So if you're looking at the Braden in the Car After Too Much Coffee playlist, it starts with episode 1, and this will be episode 60? Somewhere in there. See, I don't even want to say episode numbers anymore now, because moving them all around so they fit with chronologically correct, as opposed to just throwing in numbers so we actually have all the numbers. So, we'll get it there. I told you, we have until, what was it, April 2nd to get all 100 episodes in, and by then, we'll have this down to a science. Or at least a fairly easy way of producing content and getting out on the internet. I mean, we'll hit triple digits, which is another reason for redoing the naming system. Yeah. Because if you're going to have 3 digits, then you need 010 for the episode 10 or whatever. How do people do this on other apps and systems? I feel like it's not this complicated. Maybe it's just because I deal with a lot of database people and engineers, because structurally speaking, this is becoming more work than it's necessary, isn't it? I mean, if you're worried about the titling and the numbering, maybe this content isn't that good. Maybe you should ask yourself that. Why are you here? Or maybe you just like a person with resting nice face. Listen to Creepy Club Podcast this morning on the way in. Got another shout out. The ladies over on Creepy Club Podcast essentially want to do a collab. They want to come be in the car here because they saw the rig, which sure, it's something I specifically said I wouldn't do for Kirkenfest interviews, but hey, we've got Kirkenfest interviews underway. So we don't have to worry about that whole debacle anymore. And it would be fun. I'd love to go on their show. I want to make something. I want to build a thing to do like show and tell. Granted, theirs is purely audio, so you wouldn't see this thing that I built, but I think their reactions to the thing that I would be building would be enough to make it interesting. Plus, it would have a sort of audio tie-in. So, ladies, if this just so happens to be an episode that you hear before I email you, I'm in it. Let's work on a collab, as it were. Well, we have made it to the bridge. Let's see. Hey, this guy's still live. Good. Our little side cam. I feel weird using this camera when somebody is actually driving on the side of me, because like right now I am in the left lane, so there's no cars to my right, but I want to be on the left side exit here. But hey, I didn't think about that either, since that is kind of my arch camera. Driving away from the arch, I almost need to switch it to this window. Or do I just need another GoPro? How many GoPros can I power in this car? That is the real question. How many GoPros can I get away with buying? Probably none more. But I have an interesting relationship with GoPros and destroying them, it seems. But these are all working. These are fine. I wish they had that whole hyper-smooth thing going on that the latest version of GoPros have. I think 8 and 7. 8 has a version 2 that's even better, but I think we do okay with the way that our cameras are mounted and the shake of the ground. I don't think it's perfect, but I do think it's not going to make you sick all the time. Because, I mean, we're definitely going over bumps right now. Luckily, I have good enough suspension, right? Now, I don't know about this view. This might drive people nuts. Who knows? Let me know. Do you like the new side view that we were trying out today? We'll have to switch that around if we do actually do an interview in here. But, hey, we will make it work because we are the fully YouTube video show completely produced in a car after having too much coffee. And with that, I will wish you a happy Wednesday afternoon. Good night, everybody. This has been Braden in a car after having too much coffee. I'm gonna make this thing work yet. There it is. Do 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 do.